Good morning, everybody. It's Cindy Utter here with my Artsy Endeavors. How are we doing today? I am doing fantastic. What you're looking at is a tray that I've used for all kinds of things. It's just a tray I found like in a, I don't know, in a thrift store, and I've used it for paint, and I've used it for crystal accents, whatever. I've used it for lots of stuff. While I was in Vegas, Ann Williamson actually brought a couple of these for us girls. And what these are is these are cake molds, and she had put modeling paste on them. So when I got home, of course, you know, I have to try it. These are the three different things that I used. I was just experimenting. I wanted to see how it worked. I used the coarse texture gel from Liquitex, and that was this portion of it. Let me bring you in. Wrong way. Okay, it was really thin, and this is really flexible. Okay, so I used that. This side was the texture paste by Ranger. Okay, that one I put a little bit more on. It's a little bit more sturdy. It is still flexible though. Okay, and this one was actually regular old modeling paste, which I don't have it because it was all hard and chunky, so I threw the rest of it away. But this was modeling paste. Again, it's pretty flexible, and I love the pattern that it gave. The other thing that I used is the Viva modeling cream. You know, if you watch my videos, I love this stuff, and I have it in several different colors. So just playing around, I said, oh, let's see what it'll do. This is the back side, and I've already taken this off. And this is the front side. Is that fantastic or what? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you back. Oops, sorry. Sorry, I hope I'm not getting you seasick. I'm going to bring you back out, and I plan on doing these again. Now, I have a few other molds here. This one actually I purchased actually all of these I purchased in Vegas. And this one I cut in half and gave the other half to Gina. So I'm sure you'll be seeing this coming from her as well. Same with the hearts one. So we're going to play. Let's see, let me get the different mediums together that I want to use, and I'll show you how I get this done. Alright, so I've got an array of stuff here I want to try. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the modeling cream, and I'm using this as a hydrangea color, and I'm going to actually use this on the hearts. And I'm only going to do one row because I just want to see how they turn out. Let's just take this and don't do that. Don't go there. I can't wait to see how these hearts come out because they all have a different design, and I think these are going to be really cool. Alright, so I'm going to set these aside, and they're going to dry overnight, and then I'll show you what they turn out like. So that's that one. Now I also got out some glass bead gel, which I want to try. I don't know if it's going to work on these. So I also picked up, these are from, they're called Makins, and they're texture sheets for clay. I don't do any clay work, but I thought about these, I'm like, So I'm actually going to take, this is kind of, I don't know if you can see it, it's like a, what do you call it, like a, it's a hexagon is what I want to say. I'm not sure if that's right or not. But I'm going to try that, and I'm going to put some glass bead gel on it and let it dry and see if this will do the same thing that these cake molds will do. Now, what I'm wondering about is if I have to spray this, so give me just a second. Alright, we're going to do a test here, and if I ruin it, it is what it is. First thing I did is I actually sprayed a little bit of water on here just to give it a little bit of a different type of a release mechanism. I don't know. Let's see what happens. This side I've done nothing to, so I'm going to take some glass bead gel by Golden. Now, what's the worst that's going to happen? The worst that's going to happen is I'm going to have quite a bit of textured plastic to use in one of my journals. So, no big deal. I'm going to do this whole side. We're just going to let it dry. I'm thinking because it's so flexible, I'll be able to pop this right out. We'll see. I'm going to do the whole thing so that way if it does become something I have to use in my art, the whole thing's done. You never know, right? And this is the only way to find things out, is to experiment. Alright, so that's on that side. So I'm going to use the glass bead gel there. Let's take this Martha Stewart white texture effect. And I'm actually going to use this on the other side. This is kind of like, almost like putty. Really not. I got this on clearance. Yeah, I won't buy this again. Just my opinion, my humble opinion. So I'm just going to put these, see, you can see the design now. See that design? Just going to fill it up. Let's see what happens. And then what I'll do is once these are all dry, whoops, I will come back and we'll see what happens. See if we can take these out or if I'm stuck with a piece of plastic with a bunch of goop on it. Right? Alright, so those are done. So we've got Martha Stewart texture and we've got glass bead gel. So I'm going to set that aside. Okay, so now I've got the other, this is a cake decorating, and I know this stuff comes off here, so I'm going to use the marine, and what I'm going to do is the actual middle piece, hopefully. Come on, come out. Okay, I'm just kind of getting some of this extra here because I really don't need all that extra on the sides. I'm sorry, I'm awful quiet today. I'm just thinking. And you know, these things pick up everything. I have long hair and it seems like I have hair everywhere. So it's picking up my hair and I'd rather it didn't do that. We're going to see what these look like. I think these are going to be really cool. So if they come out anything like the first one did, I'll be using these quite often. Alright, so I'm just going to leave this now. It's pretty well flattened out. And let's pick a different color. Let's do this in the light blue or the turquoise. Where's my hand? I don't know what I want. We're going to do this in turquoise. Actually, turquoise is what I did the other one in. Oh well, we're doing it again. And if it gets a little bit of that marine in it, I don't care. Come on, go flat. I think the thing is this too is I need to play with and actually figure out how much I have to put down. Is it okay like that where you can see through it, or should I cover it all up? And I think it has to be covered all up in order for it to make the pattern. That's my opinion. But we're just going to keep working it and playing with it, right? This is how we learn. This is how we figure it out. Adding some of that blue in there, which I kind of like. Kind of like that. There we go. So let's see how that turns out. I'm actually not going to put that back in there. Alright, let's do, I've got some gold here. It looks gold to me. It doesn't say a color. This doesn't say a color. Isn't that funny? It just says modeling cream. Alright, well I think it's gold, so we're going to use gold. So let's take this gold and we'll put it on the last one here. I think I need a little more. And again, don't mind me. I'm playing with this. I'm learning. I'm not a cake decorator, so it's kind of hard for me to... My sister is a cake decorator, and she would just do fantastic doing this crap. Doing this stuff, I should say. So we're playing. I have to say, Gina and Michelle and I stayed in a timeshare in Vegas. We had a blast. We got to meet up with Ann Williamson. We got to meet up with Aaron. It was wonderful. We had such a great time. It was like long lost sisters coming together. It was really cool. So this one I'm going to set aside. Again, we're going to let these dry overnight and then we're going to see what they turn out like. I have 2 more molds. I figure while I'm doing them I might as well get it done. So I will share it with you guys while I do it. I'm going to do some copper. This one actually says copper. Ooh, this one I've never opened. That's surprising. Must be I haven't been in a copper mood lately. Alright, so let's put some copper on these 2. Actually, just one. I'm going to put copper on this one. I'm really wondering what other mediums would work well with this. I think something like fiber paste would work really well. Really, any of your paste, maybe even paints. I mean, I don't know, but it'd be interesting to try, I think. A little bit more copper. I find I do it better if I hold on to it. I'm not sure why. Alright, so I know this is painstaking and I'm sorry, it's a slow video and you're probably not enjoying watching me do this, but hey, I just want to show you how it's done, and you know, things don't just happen like magic. You have to take the time and actually do some things like this to get the results that you want. Alright, so we're going to set that one aside. And I have one more that I can use, and what do I want to use it on? Let me find another medium. Let's see what I can find. Alright, so I got out a thing of just modeling paste. This is actually a new one. Like I said, my other one was really chunky and dried up and nasty. So we're just going to put this on this last one. And I'm going to do it quite heavy. Just because, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try this one like this and let's see what happens. Okay? I wonder if it's going to give me the same effect of what I'm looking for, or if it's just going to break apart. I don't know. Let's find out. Alright, so this one I've taken right down so it's just in the creases. And if this works right, it'll make a really pretty, delicate looking border, wouldn't it? So we'll let it dry and let's see what happens. And we will go from here. I'll be back with the results. Okay, I decided to turn my camera back on. These are the pieces that I had from last night that I tried, and I was sitting here going, I wonder if I can shape them. And you can actually cut them. And you know, another thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my inks, and I bet you I can just go over the top of them with my ink to give them some type of a shading. So let's see what happens. I'm just using a regular pair of scissors. This one, I'm going to cut this off because that's a different, this was the coarse texture gel, which I did real light. It's a very light, fine light gel. So let's take this one, let's kind of round it here a little bit. And this last one, now, one thing I found that was interesting on this, using the modeling cream, is the actual metallic is on the front side, or I should say the back side. This is the side that I leveled out, and then the front side is, it's got a little bit of the metallic, but it seems more matte when you look at it. So I'm just gonna cut this out here. I'm just basically going along the line of the marks. This one, I can see it cracking in different areas. So that tells me we got to be a little bit careful on how we use these. Isn't that cool? That would be so fantastic for a texture on a card or a journal page or anything. All right, let me grab my, I want to get out some inks because I want to see what I can do with the top of these. I'm just going to use, let's see, we got some Distress ink here, Faded Jeans. I just want to see what it looks like. Woohoo, I love it. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I like it. Alright, that was just the Distress ink. Let's try just oops. Well, these are just little, I don't even know who makes these. It just says Pigment Ink. I don't know who it is. I got these a long time ago. These are really old. But look at that. Look how fantastic that is. I love it. I'm happy. I don't know what I'm going to put these on, but hey, I'm happy. They're really cool. I like this purple. And then again, all I'm doing is going over the tops of them. So, fantastic. I can't wait to see what the other ones do when they dry, and I will be back and show you the results. Hey everybody, okay, I'm back. This is actually dried for a couple days, and so now we're just going to see what the results are. I want to start with this because I can tell you right now, this is a failure. This is not going to come out. Maybe if I sat here and picked at it a lot, I could get it to come out of this. I'm glad it was a very cheap piece of plastic, so it's no big deal. So whatever you do, don't try this on here unless, I might try it again and put maybe some Pam's non-sticking spray or something on this part of it. See if I can do that. In the meantime, I just have a couple pieces of plastic here. One is clear, one is textured. I'm probably going to cut them apart and I'll use them on my jelly plate. So no big deal, not a complete loss. All right. Okay, this was the little hearts. Let's see how they do. Oh, I love them. Look at that. These came out perfect. See them? And they each have their own little design. So now from what I'm guessing is you could do this with modeling paste, you could do it with the Viva modeling cream, which is what I used on this. They come out very easy, no worries on that. So that's a keeper. This is one of the cake decorators. Again, this is the modeling paste, the Viva modeling paste. And it pulls right off. And there we go. I will trim this up. It's very easy to do just with regular scissors, whatever you happen to have on hand. You can actually trim this right up. It's simple, and then you'll have a nice little border. So that's really cool. I definitely will be doing that again. One thing I did notice is the modeling cream, what was down in, is not shiny anymore. It's the back side that's the real shine. So if you want to use that modeling paste and get that real shine, or the modeling cream I should say, don't do it this technique, because it's not going to work. So since that one came out okay, let's try these. I'm pretty sure these will come out okay. Yeah, see, all I do is just bend it a little bit. And here we go. Another one. Fantastic little border, maybe to put on some inchies. Whatever the case may be. Let's see how this one does. This one's a little bit different, maybe because I didn't use as much. No, it's okay. There we go. So again, I'll trim this all up, and I'll use this either on a journal page or on some cards or whatever the case may be. And here's the gold. Same thing, trim it up. Fantastic. This one I'm kind of concerned about, because the way it comes out, to me it looks like this is going to break all apart. And you know what? Yes, it is. So this is a lesson learned. This tells me when you use these, you have to actually coat the entire piece, because if not, it's not strong enough to actually stay in one piece. So, hey, that works. Now I know, right? Now these are kind of cute little bits and bobs. Will I use them on something? You never know. All right. So that's my experiment. I just wanted to share with you. As always, have fun. That's what life's all about. Happy creating, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Look, look, look. I was playing with this, and look. This was done with the, I can't remember the name of it. Look at this. This comes out. I just have to remember what I did it with. Let me find out. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I figured it out. I did it with this Liquitex Basics Coarse Texture Gel. And yeah, I just got messing around with this saying, what am I going to do? And if you get right up underneath the side of it, you can get that off. So now, let's see. Am I going to have such luck with this? This, I don't even remember what this was. For some reason, I don't have them sitting here. I usually have them on the tray when I try experiments like this. But I can tell you, no, this is not going to come off. So we got lucky on half of it. I can use the plastic. And it's got that texture. Woohoo! All right, bye.